Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extended reading, guys, and I will be sure to attach that link below in the description box, right at the very top of the description box, and I will also attach it in the comments, and I'll pin it to the top of the comments. You can also consider joining the Unbound membership to Born Without Boundaries Tarot right here, so you can get unlimited access to all of the extended readings and all of the channel perks for the life of your membership. So I hope you'll consider that too. Remember, guys, that there's a new video that comes out for Pisces every single week. And though they're timeless, there is a new one every week. So if you want to get it fresh off the press, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. There are 12 videos a week uploaded here, 24 if you're getting access to the extended readings. So yeah, I hope that you'll join me also for my daily tarot card readings, which I do on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, and I'll attach the link above for you guys. There's a lot of craziness that's all of a sudden we're thrust into. And this new moon will be, I think, it's almost like it's like you find yourself in the middle of a storm. And I don't mean that you find yourself, I'm stuck in a storm. I mean, in the middle of this craziness is when you become very certain and it becomes very, very clear what is important to you, what matters to you most, and which direction that you're headed. So there's a lot of clarity that's coming. The primary aspects that are impacting you are Neptune, of course, still sextile to Pluto, which means it's working for change and to change how you have faith and how you use faith and how you make it work for you and make it make sense in your life, or make your life make sense because of it, as well as this beautiful trine between Jupiter and the Sun. And watch that really carefully, because the Sun is conjunct the Moon, is conjunct Mercury tomorrow during this new moon. So this is like extreme clarity and expansion of, this is, I could be more. Look at all that I could do with myself. It's not about greed or ambition. It's about realizing how much you really do have to offer, and it allowing it to be about finding faith in yourself and a strength of character in yourself, instead of about, hey, have people validated me? It's not really about that. It's about you being certain of you, and suddenly getting kind of a self-esteem boost, feeling really good about who you are and how you present and how you fit in the world. There is a sense of certain rhythm that you have that I don't think a lot of other people have. And so maybe you could be of service to them this week to kind of remind them of where real certainty comes from, and that's from strength inside of yourself and connectivity to the higher power. You don't even have to believe in God. I don't care if you're an atheist. This is just connectivity to then a higher purpose, but connectivity in general, and realizing that there's more out there than just what you've always lived. This is a really wonderful time for you guys to travel if you can, because it is you'll learn more about yourself in unknown territories and by meeting new people right now than you will sticking around and doing the same old thing, right? This is definitely a time for you to allow yourself to be curious and travel. I mean, I know not everybody can. I get that. But if you can, and, it could be just go to different restaurants, hang out at different places. Maybe you've always known that you've always loved baseball. Try a play or two. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of going to another baseball game, go to a fucking theater production. Stir it up a little bit, because it will really add to what you realize you can do. And the ideas and creativity. There's so much expansion around you guys right now that to not capitalize on this energy would be really a shame, to be honest with you. Okay, nothing is wasted. Treasure in a trash heap, which is also sort of like that light in the storm. this is a little ambiguous. I want to get more into this. Nothing is wasted. It's usually about finding value in an unexpected place. And realizing that the efforts that you've put into something, that you may even be like, they may be fading into the past, but ultimately it wasn't wasted because you gained, I don't know, a skill set or insights or information that becomes invaluable. Like it becomes priceless. It becomes priceless. So even though it feels like maybe something was a loss, it wasn't, because it taught you a great deal. And it didn't just teach you, it kind of helped you level up and added value to your overall system. Then we have there is always enough, and this is your energy showing up right here, front and center in your reading. A lot of emotion, but it's also, there's always enough, like, I just feel curiosity coming through here and open to infinite possibilities. This is unexpected. It's almost like unexpected interest in something. Not realizing that when you get lost, you're actually finding a path that you didn't even know existed. And it's like, that's the path that was always supposed to take you to the next stage of your life, or on to the next adventure. So it's like you had to be misled to be led to the right place where you had to be. Okay. I'm going for a moon card because the end of a tough cycle approaches. This is Capricorn energy. So it could have to do with a struggle with authority, a struggle with an authority figure, a person. It could have to do with hard work or something that you've been really working on, or work that you've been struggling with, or, you know, like tied down by all this red tape, or like occupied by all this crap that you have to contend with, instead of being able to put your full self into what you know you want your full self to be. That's the good news here. That's the good news here. Okay, but there's more. There's always a possibility. I feel like you're getting Pisces. Reclaim your power and trust in the magic. So something magical is going to come through. Is it magical? No. Really, it's going to feel that way because it happens so quickly. But what is it really? It's a new opportunity that's coming out of something you thought was a waste of your time, or stuff that you had to do, work that you didn't really love to do. This is almost like it's almost like you forgot to hope, or you forgot to it's like you forgot to hope and dream because you almost got complacent, or just, okay, this is the drudgery, and you got used to it, and suddenly all of a sudden something clicks and snaps. Because something had to click and snap universally. It had nothing to do with you. Like nothing you could have done could have moved this knob. It had absolutely nothing. But you, now all of a sudden something clicks. So it's almost like, forget about the expectation, just be open to realizing something exceptional has just happened in front of you. Don't try to dumb it down or reconfigure it or figure it out from a different, more practical way. No, let it be magical, because this is truly what feels like a magical moment. I say it's not magic because it isn't magic. This is definitely something that you have worked for. But I feel like you gave up on it somehow. And there's a lot of good reasons to give up on something, especially if it's starting to feel abusive or starting to feel exploitive or starting to feel like, you know, like I'm just wasting my energy and time. There's a sense of I don't want to hope for that anymore because I'm tired of wasting my energy on that. And that's fine. But it's like when you release it, it finds you. And I think you finally allowed it to fall off or drop off, or you haven't been thinking about it for quite some time. And there's this sense of a phone rings or a letter comes. And I feel like it's just been in the mail for a while. See, Jupiter is in retrograde now. So this is almost retroactive expansion. And what have I missed? You know, what was I so rushed and so hopped up on my own sense of amazingness that I didn't pick up on? And now it's picking up on that, you know, and it's picking up on these things. So I just think that this is you'll never appreciate this moment more. You couldn't have appreciated it when you were working for it. You couldn't have appreciated it when you were praying for it and manifesting for it and you were targeting it every single day. You couldn't have, it's going to taste so sweet and so good and feel so amazing. You're going to realize the magic of what you've been manifesting or what you were praying for, the way that it comes to you now, because it comes to you as if it is a gift from God, which it always was and it always would have been. But I think you would have just associated it too much for, well, I created it, I made it, and you did. But there's a value and magic in that too. There's a miracle and blessing in that too, that you can be that powerful, that you can manifest something into your life. And you would not have really seen how amazing it is without it coming to you this way. Okay. Hold on. Pisces. I know we've got the real general kind of like backdrop here, but like I want to get less general done and really kind of know more. There's also a sense of finding hope again, finding faith again, because I think you lost it because you were so focused on the material, pragmatic validation of something. This is also a sense of something that you worked hard for, something that has to do with your career. It's manifesting in a different way. It's another offer, it's a different opportunity, but it's actually where you should be and what you should do. And it's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel like, excuse me, you're settling or this wasn't what you really wanted, but there's going to be something about it that's pushing you in. Trust that push. Pisces, trust that push. We have the miracles are endless. And that's about what will become tangible. Tangible resources in your hand. Yes, this is Taurus energy, money, luxury, just abundance and decadence even, sensuality. It's a very sensual energy. And sensual means sensual, 5 senses. It's you're going to be able to grasp it, sense it, taste it, smell it. This is something that is rich with the 5 senses input. So it's real. It's tangible. You're actually going to be able to get your hands on this now. And then we have be generous of spirit. This is but this is not a good energy because this is very egotistical. This is, of course, it could in this sense be humble. Humble in the presence of what's just happened for you. Be generous of spirit. How have your ambitions not served your heart space and led you outside of who you really are? Because this realigns you and brings you back. More information, please. Pisces. No, once again, this is, it's almost like something that you never thought would be meant for you. Or it like didn't feel natural. You didn't think that it would ever be you. Like that it would ever be who you are. Right? This is that's what the DNA card is. On a cellular level, you didn't have to change. You didn't have to change yourself to be abundant or get the harvest. Or like, once again, this is tangible resources. It's so much closer than you actually understand it to be. Can you just give me words for this, God? I'm having a really hard time with the words for this. Why is this card in reverse? This DNA card. Why? Why the fuck in reverse? Because it's almost like you're not acting like yourself, but it is yourself. You're acting intellectually. You're acting with your brain. You're acting with intellect. It isn't how you normally would go about something, but it's so correct and right. You're believing in this idea, in this concept, realizing that there's more to you than you even imagined or realized. You didn't think you had this in you, but you do, and you got a lot of it. I think you're contributing a great deal. You're the one contributing a great deal. You're the abundance. And then we have Princess of Pentacles, also in reverse, a denied opportunity, or maybe being frivolous with money, being silly with money, stupid with money, or not having it, or I don't know. It could even be being in debt. This is I don't like this energy, how things are starting to come out in reverse. Why are things coming out in reverse? Because this is really low vibrational shit. You're going to love something that you never thought you could love. You're going to find love or fall in love in a place that you never really thought you could. Because this is so against what you decided you were. But you're not, because you're growing and expanding and you've changed. And you want something different now, and that's okay. You can't be who you were 10 years ago or who you thought you wanted to be when you were in high school. Because then basically all of us would be rock stars, skateboarders, and astronauts. Like, for real. Like, there would be no other professions in this world, or ballerinas. Like, if all of us were who we thought we wanted to be when we were kids. This is figuring out who the fuck you are and realizing your true purpose and your true talents and acting upon them. And really not taking a hit to the ego while you do it. Like, you haven't been true to yourself, or you haven't really gone after what you were supposed. No, this is, you had to become who you are to even really realize what your dreams really were, or what they meant this whole time. Because what you wanted was how you felt when you dreamed it, not the dream itself. You wanted the feeling, and you're finally finding what gives you that feeling. And it's never something that you could have imagined, because you didn't have access to understand yourself that well yet. But this is the big ass breakthrough that comes to you now. And there's a clarity of purpose that is a blessing. It's just a gift from God. Handed to you. Why? Lovingly to redirect you. Wait, stop. No, maybe we'll get another one of these cards. Pisces. We have your dreams need a practical plan. Yes. This is Taurus energy. And then adjustments are required. Yep. And then the answers you need are coming. So there's something, there's a message coming to you. Because you had it wrong. You had the mentality right, but you had the modality wrong. and how you were going to get this done. Double Taurus energy. The resources, really the amount of resources you need, or what resources you needed. Adjust that, or adjust how you're spending money, realizing that you have to adjust how you're spending money, or realizing how you have to adjust what you value, your value system. That's what's adjusting here. And it's through a conversation with somebody that you're close with, a close friend, a relationship, whatever it is. It's through this conversation that you're starting, that suddenly it dawns on you, you need to adjust your fucking value system, because this shit is actually a lot better than the shit you came up with for yourself. Let's go to the extended. I'll see you guys over there.